Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Five Aside. It's your boy Chidalu, and we have Namdi Obe, and we have someone new in the group, Buchi. Buchi, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, like just like I'm coming. Just like hold on.
Hey, Buchi is a Chelsea fan. He says he's a very toxic Chelsea fan, and I guess we'll see how that plays out today. Hey, we are discussing the games from the weekend, the Liverpool United. I think we'll start from there, and then of
Yeah,
course we'll move on to Fulham, Arsenal. Uh, Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. Then we might also discuss Harry Kane. That's probably arguably the best player in the world right now. Harry Kane versus Dortmund. Well, let's start with Liverpool United. That's probably the biggest game, right? The biggest game of the
it was
weekend.
Bayern versus Dortmund. No, be only Harry Kane. I say it was Bayern versus Dortmund. No, be only Harry Kane.
Guy, you might as well be Harry Kane, man. Honestly,
Nah, bro. This you know seriously only no be only say get the second goal.
Harry Kane and Olise, okay, that's fine. Well, let's start with. Actually, I called Man versus Liverpool the biggest game. That was disrespectful, but one of the
How
biggest
is it
games.
disrespectful?
Yeah, Bayern versus Dortmund. That's the Klassiker, bro.
The Klassiker, bro. Forget that one, bro. This is the biggest game in the Premier League.
All right,
Yeah, we have to start with the Liverpool Man U game. That's the biggest game.
Liverpool versus Man U. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really surprised. Then again, these guys have lost three games in a row. If I'm wrong. I mean, of course, it's
They
still
go always have reason for when you succeed.
yeah. But Man U beating Liverpool in Anfield is a big thing. If I'm correct, they've not won there in how many years? They've not passed a bit 10. So in a long time, they've not beat Liverpool in Anfield in a long time. Well, this version of Liverpool, since the beginning of the season, they've looked very, very off. And it's crazy because a lot of people claim that they had the best transfer window. And I don't understand how just because you spent $400 billion, that will give you the title of having the best transfer window. But that's fine. That's to each their
And
own.
of course, now Cesco way they say now the world signing. Isak look like a toothless tiger. Worth 150 million, they won't bench.
Let's calm down, calm
Nah,
down. These
no
guys
even
just
start.
started. But you got to give United their props there. This is not just about Liverpool playing rubbish.
That's true. That's
It
true.
is a masterpiece from Amorim. Going to Anfield and
Masterpiece.
yeah, this is a
Bro, everything
masterpiess.
was tactical, bro. Even
This
from the
was
team
this game.
selection, the subs. Calm down, bro.
So yeah, you got to give Amorim his props in this
Like
game.
we were okay. Like, was there luck involved? For sure. Let's not even do like there was no luck involved. But bro, everything was still set up, bro.
Yeah, like I feel like Man U for the most part, like it's not like Liverpool. I mean, at some points in the game, Liverpool had them on skates when they made the subs. I
Of
don't think
course, now.
Amorim fully got the subs fully right, but
Those niggas had yellow card. He wanted the game to end full. If he went a man
yeah,
down, we would have
yeah,
died.
What I would say, Sha, is that I don't know if I would call it a tactical master class, but maybe you might not be wrong because if I remember correctly, it's not like Liverpool were um tearing United apart or like actually opening their defense that much. Because if I was going to say like, God, this guy hit the bat 3 times, but most of those were like individual moments. To be fair,
Eh,
so
no luck involved there now.
yeah, there's luck involved, but I can't really confidently say that Liverpool actually outplayed them.
And now, no be tactical masterclass be that. If they
The
know how to
game, the
play
game, the
us.
game seemed quite chaotic to me. Like neither team literally could control the game. I know Slot came out and was saying that that guy's always complaining. He came out and was saying that United came out and like what can you really do when United plans to like come back and pack the balls and just play long balls forward. But it's
Now
not like
tactics, all that one and hands. Ask that try and work. That's the only difference. He's just complaining.
I don't know because I just feel like chaotic end to end games always favor United. And throughout this season, all Liverpool games have been chaotic and end to end. They've not been able to control any of their games. It just felt like a basketball game. And I think that just played into Amorim and United's hand. Because then they didn't really have to they had a lot of chances to counter them. So it's not a situation whereby they are packing the balls and Liverpool are just completely like attacking them and trying to break them down. and the entire game being played in United's 18.
But we didn't really counter them, bro.
That wasn't the case. I mean, you guys counted them several times, but it's not. You guys also had phases where you guys
I
are
would say most of our
bad.
chances that we created weren't from counters.
It was
What
turnover.
if the chaotic gameplay was Amorim's plan, guy? Like, you guys are not thinking about it this way because when he played Chelsea too, I guess his plan was to cause confusion, and the red card was just the best thing. And that just confused Maresca, and Maresca did his thing. So, like in this game, maybe you went to Anfield thinking, man, we'll just frustrate them, we'll block off the midfield and
Of
stuff,
course, now
and
that's what he did.
you know,
Now that's why he started Cunha as a striker. Cunha was just there to hold ball and frustrate them.
mm,
It was there was
Mount, same thing with Mount. Mount to come back to midfield. Mount didn't really attack too much, but he was helping in that midfield.
there was such a high turnover rate in the middle of the park from both teams. Like Liverpool kept losing the ball in midfield, same as Man U, and the way it just felt very end to end. Of course, which made the game more like very interesting. But I don't. Maybe it was never Man U's plan to have control, sha. But
Yeah,
Liverpool,
I mean, why would you be? How you come and control it?
yeah, I think Liverpool wanted to control the game more. They just couldn't. Maybe, like Ope said, maybe that was Amorim's plan. But why I don't know if it was his plan is that like Liverpool has had the same issue in almost all their games. So I guess it all comes down to I think their midfield might actually be more ass than we thought it was. And it's not really just
No, I definitely agree. I don't think it's just their midfield. I think it's their setup, man. I think it's just their setup. With Salah, they're moving forward. Isak not really providing value. The attack isn't as threatening, and I don't think they come back as much defensively. So it's light work for us. You know what I'm
light work.
saying?
it's like, like, yeah, it's crazy to see, Casemiro is still being your top midfielder. I'm surprised why. I mean, in hindsight, you guys won the game, but like, why he's not playing, as much.
He's not. I mean, so Casemiro and Amino are not like for like in his system. It's more Bruno Amino. So
So it's
you
Bruno
already,
that will have to be benching.
do you get what I'm saying? So basically, before he bench Bruno,
I
he go
see.
tell you.
Hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, it's lined up, and I don't know. It seems like he likes Dalo. How come every United manager says like most United fans, at least that I know, Dalo frustrates them.
Yeah,
But
fair.
it seems
I
like
think he's just hardworking, and
I think his
I think he's just hardworking. That's what he is, to
I
be
think
honest.
his technique is not bad. Sometimes
I don't know, man. I don't really fuck with Dalo. I can't lie to you. Yeah, I think is. I really genuinely think is.
he's mid.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I feel like that's obvious. But I think he's also part of like a leadership team. So
Hmm.
I think he's just like a teacher's pet. Because every single manager always plays him, bro, no matter who it is. But then again, why I think he might be tactical is because when they subbed Dalo off, sorry, when they subbed Ahmad off and put Dalo on the other side, and they put Dogu there, you see, it made more sense because Dogu had energy. So
Hmm. I get you. But I think Amorim's plan worked for sure. So I can't really hit on his tactics, whatever it was. But uh, why I hesitate to call it a masterclass is because
it's because it's Amorim and we have
it's
haters.
because
That's
of
all.
Liverpool. All Liverpool's games have been basically let's see who can outscore who. No
This
control.
one was 2-1. It's not like it was a high scoring game.
Yeah. But it's always end to end. Let's see who can take their chances and whatnot, which is not what they were like really last season. I would say towards the end of last season they were like this, but the beginning to middle part
Now they had the best midfield last season. I
they had
think with the new signings, they are just off.
even some of the old players are they are not at the same
Yeah, I
level.
mean the I would say the old players, maybe like Salah for sure.
McAllister, McAllister for sure as well. It's not at his level.
Yeah, but I feel like McAllister is not as well because the trio is not the same.
Uh, I mean, so suppose like
what changed the body and midfield? It's
suppose like
just this guy that has gotten really now. Trent
yeah. I
and
mean, Trent is a big part, yeah.
yeah, Trent. I think Trent is just the biggest part, and they really underestimated like how much they needed his like ball playing ability. Because like he's the one that be helping them with build up. He's the one that really be acting as that extra support. I don't even feel like Sobos like play. I mean, Sobos like towards the end of the season he was playing well for Liverpool, but I think initially Sobos even seemed like a rotation guy as opposed to this season where if Sobos leaves that midfield, I don't even know who they will play again
Yeah,
because it's looking like their best midfielder. Him and Gravenberch, I mean, of course.
Yeah,
Um,
I think
so
Magalita looks so off. He looks like he's not. I think he might
no,
have
he
had.
had an injury.
Yeah, that he's probably not fit yet, but
Yeah,
he's
he had
very
an
far from his
injury.
level. And this guy is far from his level. Van Dijk, Konate, of course. What's his name again?
Konate is just coming back from injury too now, I think.
Salah is probably the biggest, like you mentioned. He's probably the biggest one because for all his defensive he's a liability defensively. But back in the days, at least if he gets a chance, he'll score, and that makes up for it.
No.
But now he can't shoot. He can't shoot to save his life. So
I think it's just a rough patch though.
yeah, I think it's probably mental. I don't think I was
Yeah.
going to say they should send him to Saudi, but physically he doesn't look. He doesn't
Yeah,
look.
he doesn't look off physically. He looks like he still runs, he still does his thing. I think it's just all the great attackers just go through patches of games where they don't score. And when you're used to them scoring every game, it's just like okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, Liverpool. It might be too early to write them off. But yeah, they are not. They've not.
four L's
Nah.
in a row is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like
reminding me of City last season.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
To be honest, this guy should not have started. Isak, he definitely
yep, great point. It's
yeah,
should have started.
I was very confused by that.
That's
Like why
smart.
he
nah, we
went
sure he
ahead.
confused.
No, but still, you a manager, like you still need to just make your
It's
best
easy to
judgment
talk,
and
bro,
decision.
but there are other things, there are other pressures that come with being a manager. And
He's
then
benching
also
he's
he's
benching words too now.
yeah, he
Like
had to bench. Rest is different now. Isak that they fought all summer for, then Isak is a Premier League proven player, like bro.
true.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
when
Yeah.
I don't think it's the same
Isaac
boat
looks
as
like he's not up to speed yet.
no,
I
he's
think he's
not
still
now.
having
He's
fitness
he didn't have
issues.
preseason.
that's
Yeah.
to me that was the biggest error he made. Like Isak has been struggling already, so he should have. I don't think he's as hard a decision as making it seem, given the fact that he's been struggling already. Also struggled for his country.
Yeah.
Maybe he started him hoping for him to score. Maybe on the underestimating Man U, like okay, maybe this guy score can give him a confidence boost. But nah, you cannot bench your best player this season so far. You cannot take that kind of gamble. Like is risky because Ekitike is arguably their best players this season. He's been their
Isn't
best.
right. That guy is wonderful.
When he came in, a guy just added a lot more energy to the whole attack.
Right. See that
But
his first shot.
we
I
know,
think United though, yeah, another thing we shouldn't really underestimate. I mean, Amorim, yes or no, like even if he set the formation well, this their new keeper. It seems to be like a new age
yo,
for
is
United.
his Michael in disguise.
Yeah, when at the Onana days, man,
See,
we will stop getting those.
just bet he just does a good job. Like that's just it. I don't think it's anything exceptional yet. He's just
I,
doing what
I think some of his positioning, like one of the shots that Salah was supposed to take, like the way the guy rushed out at his man,
yeah,
I was like,
real quick, yeah.
all right, so
He's
I
quick
mean,
off the.
Kepa said some good stuff about him. Like, Belgium keepers. Well,
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I know. Valo had hyped him up a lot. I was very curious. It looks
I
good.
mean, I watched a couple of his videos, but then I was like, this is Belgium league, man. Like, I can't really judge too much of it. I mean, he looks good in the league, but to come and say, okay, to translate immediately to Premier League, no.
He looks very comfortable, which is big credit to him because he gets all the young keepers coming from outside the league a lot of times, and
But
they're
that's why
very.
they didn't start him when we first got him. I think they wanted to ease him in. But if they rushed him in now, he would have now gone to now start fighting battles, and that's
This
what I'm
this
saying. My
this would
fans are
give
so
him this would give him a huge confidence boost. Not means playing
mm-hmm.
outfield,
Yep.
outfield away from home and holding your own like this. Like he didn't make any single mistake, so That was
Yeah, I think I think
that's a great start for to his Man U career for sure. So what would you say so far about Mbuemo's start for Man U? Are you are
Obama
you, are you impressed?
is our best signing. No,
Um, yeah,
Obama is like Mr. Reliable. Just give you the same quality game in game out. I don't feel like you get that with Kunia. Um,
but I think Koyatu is still like I was impressed like with his ball carrying. Like I thought he had kind of lost that a little bit, but almost today they didn't
hands.
seem to be able to get ball off of this guy, man.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
he
just be
has the ability. It's just that Kunia seems like I feel like some games I can see him, some games I cannot see him. But Mbemo, don't matter, man. That nigga is going to do what he's going to do every game.
mhm.
Very consistent. Bruno, Bruno was asked the whole game, but that's you can never stop Bruno because he can always do something.
Hmm.
That cross was so accurate.
Nah, Bruno's ball striking. I mean, he missed a great chance, yeah, but
Yeah,
it's usually
but
a bit.
that he hit bar like I say like he missed like it was bad. He hit bar, it's okay.
Did it, but
He hit
No,
bar.
that was wide.
that is chance. I thought he shot it out.
Yeah,
And,
but anyway,
Yeah.
normally his ball striking, I can't really hit on it. So even that one, I was like, yeah, maybe just a one off.
yeah,
And
like the cross was literally first time, boom.
Hmm. And all the way to King Maguire,
As in,
the one and only,
Maguire be
the
getting
guy that saves United week in week out. That guy's transformation is actually the craziest.
crazy.
From
Like
this guy
mental strength is insane.
it was the peak troll of like
internet.
of the internet of the football community, and this guy has transformed to be a legend of United at this point because the number of games that this
Uh,
guy has
that's what
saved.
I would say. Like,
He's basically a banter era legend, bro. That's a banter era hero.
King Maguire.
Maguire
Which is,
was
to a lesser level, that was like Xhaka in Arsenal. I know, but we threw him a lot. All of a sudden, he became a very, very important player. So it's his comeback story. Even though people should be hitting on Maguire, though, I think he always comes up with the goods. You can't sell him; just keep him there as a sub, and you come on and score.
I mean, I don't think they're telling me that. I possibly talk about like renewing his contract for like 1 more year, but of course on a lower salary.
So do you guys think
Lower salary. Wow.
a lower salary? I
Come,
mean, you take it. Oh, when go.
I mean, he can be fair, but it's a lower salary. Yeah,
So would you say this is a statement win for Amorim?
I don't know because I don't know. The other one is like maybe we just win the next game. That's what that matters. I don't know about statement win. It's only hindsight that you can use to tell.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair. But you think it's a statement win? You think you can classify this as a statement win? Like, okay, this is when things actually start to turn around.
I mean, it looks to things look to have turned around for United. To be fair, I don't even know what to say honestly, because United is very confusing. At the start of the season, they played Arsenal, and even though they lost, it seemed like this was a turnaround, new era, and then they went on the run and were losing to teams like Grimsby, and I'm like, what is going on? And then now they are back beating Chelsea, world champions, and beating
Liverpool.
Liverpool, Premier League champions. It's like, bro, I don't even know what I can say really if it's a run or if there's like a switch of things turning good. But one thing I can say, Shai, is United, they know how to play as underdogs. It seems like that's where, when you write them off, like in those games where you feel, United, let me attack them, let me just, no, that's when they will come and shock you. So I think the best way to play them is the way Arsenal played them, is to play them with more respect that they have, and not just treat them like underdogs. Because if you come and attack United, yeah, their quality it will show against you if you don't have like a good defense. So that's what I would just say about United. I don't know if it's a new age, but it seems like Amorim is getting some things right, Sha. So
yeah.
yeah,
I think he's just learning, man. And I know people say, "Oh, he had the whole of last season." I feel like last season he learned, but he was more restricted because he didn't really like most of the players or like some people in the dressing room. But I feel like this season the new signings are more of his players. He still doesn't have who he wants in midfield. but he's adapting. Like that's Mason Mount. Like if Mason Mount injured, over for us. So let me
Mm.
know because he's
Yeah, I mean,
not
Mount
back.
seems to be a key
Yeah,
cog in whatever he's
yeah,
trying to do.
very key. He's very very key. Uh,
Hey, I think Bucci is back. Bucci, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
So I asked Namdi Nope whether they thought that this could be classified as a statement win for Amorim. What do
Uh-huh.
you think?
Okay. To be honest, I think because of how just like the media has been around the guy and most United fans, even this result is not like really fooling them, but also the PR that's come out, I think man you keep him and yeah, it's a statement result because I can't lie, they're actually not looking so bad on the table and guy they are just I think they're like 1 point off like Chelsea if I'm not even like correct, like if I'm not like correctly speaking. But yeah, I think it's actually looking like things are looking good for like if you're a Man U fan, because bro, this time last season, I don't know like where they were, but like things were bad. But yeah, it's a statement win because I actually expected Liverpool to like handle business. Like I was expecting like a Ten Hag kind of situation, maybe
man,
3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 4-0. But yeah, Man U played well. I can't even like cause I watched the match and Liverpool actually like if Liverpool had like gone away with a draw, bro, they would have been lucky. Like real.
I mean, this guy's hit the bar 3 times, sha. I wouldn't say they would have been lucky.
Liverpool, but Gakpo was stinking out the plate.
not Charles. I
But
feel
yeah, my
like
team,
they should have sacked Angie for that game. I
bro.
understand maybe he's been losing, but for that game, Nottingham Forest for key Chelsea. Eh? The way they held Chelsea's throats like this, that scoreline definitely did not reflect the game at all. Bro, Nottingham Forest could have if they don't have, if all of you said everybody take their chance, they would have killed
Yeah, I understand.
game difference.
I understand. Like the results looking bad. I guess it is 7 games or whatnot. But with that specific game, like because apparently he came to watch that game to decide the guy's future. There's no way you watch that game and be like, okay, this coach is ass.
Like bro, there's no way. The way they pressed Chelsea was crazy.
So and
Yeah.
also the players clearly were playing like we are following through with what he wanted. That shows like at least they still kind of fucked with him as a manager because you've watched games where like players you can tell players really don't fuck with that manager. They're not trying at all. They clearly want the manager sacked. That's not what that game showed me.
Yeah,
They
that's
were
a good point.
actually they were actually running. They were actually pressing. They were actually playing high up. They were actually these are guys that spent the entire last season playing defensively, counter attack, and having transformed themselves to the level where these people were playing like literally peak and Tottenham high line.
Nah,
Uh,
that's crazy.
that was the crazy decision. And
If
these
you
guys
got
made
if you
two.
gotta work for him, you are crazy.
He's not. He doesn't seem like a person that'll be like that would be nice to work under. This is
Nah,
because
definitely not.
especially when I heard reports of him basically uh, opining, giving his opinion in terms of like this the former manager's tactics. That's probably what kind of caused the kind of enmity between the two of them. That's he and the former manager before sacking him because they didn't
You
see eye
mean
to eye.
Marinakis? You mean
Yeah,
Nottingham
Marinakis
Sport?
and Nuno. Yeah,
I
because
can't lie.
the guy
I like the way he treats Real Madrid. That sorry, he treats not. He acts like Nottingham Forest is Real Madrid, and he sacked. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He sacked this guy for like non-footballing reasons. Nuno. Yeah, he
Mhm.
sacked Nuno for non-footballing. And bro, Ange was bad. Like Ange was sacked because of footballing reasons. Nuno, I think Nuno called him out one time. He crashed out, and we all knew that bro. It was like downhill, like from there.
He was
Cause
telling Nuno that also
Mhm.
his ball was too boring basically.
Really,
Yeah, the gameplay that was winning you games that got to Champions League. And was always like, coming to the dressing room and stuff and interfering with what the Nuno was doing.
okay.
So like,
But yeah,
that,
someone actually said your point that this guy, like you after seeing all these things, you not want to walk under Marinakis without like having double mind, because yeah, he's radioactive. He's radioactive.
Anyway, and but then again, I know this guy was struggling for this thing, but he took first of all, to this is also it shows kind of the kind of person that Ange is low key. Because why would you take a job? Why would you take a job where you know you're not going to get time, you didn't have a preseason, and you know the kind of owner you're going to work under? Because I think also picking a job, picking the right job, is also shows your qualities as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be picking the wrong job because this was a terrible job for him. This is not even a team that plays the way he likes to play. So that was also bad on his own end. But
Okay.
watching
Okay.
Chelsea game though, I was actually surprised. In fact, I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't surprised, but I felt his ideas were kind of coming to fruition.
Who
I
is
think
that?
the sensible thing, that's and Postecoglou. The sensible thing to do would have been to just give it a few more games to see how he plays out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Chelsea on the other hand, nice was a win is a win. And that Achia boy seems decent. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Our baller.
Do you feel like with him you guys can actually fill up the hole that Levi Colwill has left?
Nah, nah, bro. Our midfield, sorry, our defense is still like, is still mid as like mid. If I'm being honest, bro, them man are just a few mistakes. One bozo moment away from costing us like 3 points. Yes, now I can't lie. Even Kobe that you guys are hyping, bro. Like we don't have like any proper like CBs. Like that's just the truth. Chelsea's where we have strengths are like wing backs, but our defenders, like Kobe, like for me, I feel like he's just nowadays football is like has advanced in the sense that bro necessarily they just look at what you do best and from there just hype you up. Kobe just a very good passer of the ball. Defensively, is like he's not all that. Same way Trent was a very good passer of the ball. Probably one of the best in Liverpool. I think probably the best in Liverpool last season when he was there. But
Who's
he's not
that?
good defensively.
Oh,
That's why
Trent.
we still rate Rhys James over him. Yeah, because Trent's passing is better than Rhys James. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I rate Rhys James over Trent because bro, Rhys James like all round, bro, just functions better than Trent. But HM Pong, I think he's okay. But they cannot fill up the role of because bro, like we are still easy to like play through and I can't lie, like you said yesterday, bro, they should have been 3-0 up. That first half, I was already crashing out on Twitter. Like, I was already crashing
Yeah.
out That's what I'm
You
saying,
see,
Twitter.
you
Bro.
the way they should have murdered Chelsea. It's so crazy that they sacked Ange. I don't know how you
Yeah,
watch that game
cause
and you're like,
yeah,
nah,
cause
Ange needs
yesterday
to
they
go.
were actually playing like they were like the players were playing like playing properly. I just feel
Yeah,
like, bro, regardless of the game, they were going to sack Ange because if you guys
yeah,
lost the
that's
game,
just what it was. I think
because when
as
you
long
hear
as
this
there
truth
was
was already coming
as long
out,
as there was no win or was not there was the excuse, he was going to sack him. That's true. That's true. That might have been it. He might have sacked him regardless of what this thing was. But it was obvious that Chelsea was missing Caicedo in the beginning of the game for sure.
bro,
So,
without Caicedo, we are useless. So I can't
yeah,
even lie.
without Caicedo, there's nothing in that
Bro,
midfield.
without Casemiro, I don't did anything. Like,
Yeah, I actually rate Lavia,
yeah, I rate
but
Lavia.
I don't think he had his best game for sure. The entire Chelsea midfield didn't even have a good game in the beginning of that match.
Bro, the worst was this. The worst was this Andre Santos G. God forbid, bro. That guy was playing 10 like Palmer's position. God forbid.
Well,
But Nottingham Forest, I think they tried in the sense of like they actually like tried to play ball, but just I just feel like yesterday, bro, Ange was supposed to be sacked, honestly, and everything just had to like add up, if that makes sense. On
I
another
was
day,
face
if
to
Ange
face
was
though.
probably not the manager, bro, they would have like beat us, I swear, because we're not really
He's not
playing
the,
any.
he's not the manager who finishes for you. These guys are missing Bro, they missed so many chances. It was crazy. chances. They did not have. They didn't have a. None of those guys can finish. I don't know what it is. It might be. Maybe
Bro,
they're striker.
I actually felt bad for Ange. I was like, this does like they fired him for this. Uh
He should probably have started Igor Jesus over Awuni because Awuni Yomo. I don't know think that way they play. I know. I think he's good, but he was not even having a good game either.
I think
Just
he's midi, sha.
all these players. Honestly, when we say like good players, we mean players that like give you like let's say 7 out of 10 at least, like at least most games. And only I don't know whether I had like I know he's Nigerian and all, but I know we don't really like select him like that, and he has been injured, so I heard.
Does he play for
I
Nigeria?
just think yeah, we call him up when he's fit, but he's always like third choice. We usually times where he have like two international like games back to back. I think we use him like when Osimhen them arrest.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't looking that great. I think Igor Jesus would have done better, and that their former striker. I guess I'm guessing he's injured.
Ooh,
Is it
Chris Wood.
Chris Wood? Yeah, because
Yeah,
I reckon if he
I'm
was
surprised I
playing,
didn't. That's true. I didn't see him yesterday though. Jesus, yeah, he's injured.
yeah, if he was playing, I feel most of those chances might have been goals for sure.
Yeah, and Gibbs White is
Well,
overrated.
who's overrated?
Gibbs
Gibbs
White,
White.
Oh,
facts.
nah, Gibbs White can play. I think he can play. I think he's okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the thing. Like, a lot of players are okay. Like I can't like. I was having a conversation with my mom. Man. Bro, I just realized that how bad Garnacho actually is, bro. Like
oh yeah,
Jesus,
we fleeced you guys. We definitely fleeced you.
bro. That's what my mom was telling me, guy. Now Man U fans will be like trolling us, guy. Garnacho
No,
is
we
really
fleeced you.
guy.
No,
Like,
for I really wish you
bro,
guys made
none,
60.
none, none is actually better. Like, thank God, none of my
For
ops
sure.
that can clip, none of my ops that can clip this thing. But yeah, like none is actually like oh fuck, this guy's a national fan, but yeah, none is better than this guy. And I was actually like, I was. I was showing national fans that bro, like you guys like sign like Noni guy, like Noni is not
This
even
is a
better than
good
Estoval,
chance,
but he's better
a
than
good chance
Ghana.
to move on to Arsenal versus Fulham. I think we actually missed
Good,
on.
yeah, like yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that
when we
I
games
get
can't
to
are
wait
just
to
Arsenal versus
see
boring.
Fulham, I'll say something.
what do you want to say, Namdi.
Your games are
Arsenal
just
playing like
boring.
champions.
Yeah, they are though. I give them that. Just
I,
win.
I think
Yeah, they're playing
Just
like
win.
champions.
That's what that matters.
I think what's like actually
Yeah, just
exciting
win.
is the fact that we still have guys like Noni, Odegaard, and Cole literally on the bench in Havertz as well in the injury table, and they are still yet to join the team. I think that's amazing, and we're still able to like win this much. So this is depth I don't
Man,
think we've ever had as Arsenal fans, to be honest. What do you say, Namdi?
you guys have a good squad, man. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
we
very
your
good.
do.
I
Nah,
mean
not
other
very good, but
guys,
yeah,
I
they're
mean
okay.
your main guy is Saka, man.
You're correct. You're correct.
Your guys and Havertz gives them the same thing, to be honest.
I don't think it's the same
Bro, I
thing.
can't lie. Like that.
I think Havertz
Thank God
gives us.
we dodged the bullet. We dodged the bullet by not signing your Yes. Yeah, your is trash like on the ball.
I I know, but Gyökeres gives us more in terms of pinning defenders back because of his big and he's a
Fair, I
traditional.
guess, but it's the same thing. No goals, just vibes.
I swear,
Mm,
bro.
That's what
see,
I'm saying, bro.
I think he'll eventually score, but as long as a team we are scoring goals, I
Your
don't
team
give
has
so.
always scored goals.
Yeah,
Those have
yeah, I
never been
get that.
true. It's not like you guys signed Jokeris because you aren't scoring goals.
I get that, but as long as we are, I always said it when people kept saying, if you get a striker, you win the league. Striker, striker, striker. I was always on the end, like, bro, we just need forwards who can make a difference. Bro, give me someone who can actually destroy defenses, destroy low blocks. I think we are fine. Because you cannot tell me that we are scoring 90 something goals, way more than we are scoring when we had Van Persie and Co. And all of a sudden, it's goals we are missing. It made no sense to me. I think what we are missing was depth. Every single time we lost one
Yeah.
person, everything destroyed. We lose Saka. Oh my God,
Yeah,
Saka is
you guys
injured.
is dead.
We cannot win a single game. We lose Saliba,
I
same
feel like
thing. We lose
that's
Odegaard, same thing.
the strong
It's
team.
depth we've always lacked,
All
not
this,
just one striker.
yeah, but I feel like Saka, man, Saka go is tough.
Yeah, but even when Saka is not playing, we are winning because now we have what depth. Like he's not. He's we don't really have one person who
I
like.
mean, that Saka
We,
hasn't really missed that many games. Let Saka do 3 months first.
I mean, 3 months is not why you go miss your best player for three. Anybody, you go affect anybody. But we earlier in the season he wasn't playing and we are winning. Like with Madueke.
Mm.
Like none he held his own. I can't lie. Like he was balling out. So
Yeah, someone said Nani has been better than Saka, but Arsenal fans
yeah,
don't
very
want to
mad.
hear it.
Ah, man.
But did Nani play well when Saka was injured? Hell yeah, he balled out. We didn't seem like we were missing Saka. But then when Saka now comes back and you now see what he's doing, you'll be like, okay, yeah, this guy is a G. Can't lie.
Of course,
But I mean,
no.
honestly, I
Sorry.
think to me, depth has always been the thing that
Yeah, yeah, it's has actually just been depth because before I was always seeing you guys squad after like starting 11, like bro, like nothing else. But now you guys
nothing.
actually have depth, and it's depth that wins you like all these trophies. To be honest, because see us now, Chelsea, we don't have Palmer, bro. No Palmer till December, and we are still pushing. So I can't lie, like you need depth. If we didn't have
Yeah.
depth, guy would have been scratching our head.
There's a start I saw now back in I think it was the season we finished a point or two, is it 2 points behind Man City, where they were showing minutes played by Haaland, Foden, then compared to Saka and Co. Saka and they were pushing 3,000 or something. Then
Oh
Haaland
yes,
was
now,
like
bro.
1,000 or something.
I
Of
think
course,
this guy,
towards the
this
end,
guy and
he fall
Pedri,
off.
Saka and Pedri, they are one of those players. I'm sure if you calculate, they're like, bro, them man like if you don't play like every game of like each season before like Saka got injured. Because I know there was like Saka stats were crazy. I think he has started like all of like Arsenal's like games like for like a season plus.
That season, our front line, our attack, our players were pushing high minutes compared to City players. So City could rotate and rest and keep pushing. Arsenal couldn't do the same because
Yeah, yeah,
we rotated. The drop in quality was enormous.
yeah.
I think it's the same thing with Liverpool with when we fought Liverpool for the title as well. Liverpool could bring in Gabo, they could bring in Nunes, they could bring in Diaz, they could
Yes,
bring in guys like even rest in peace, Diego Jota. They'll
Jota.
bring in. Arsenal couldn't do that, bro. If you stop somebody, Sterling, we're bringing in. If it's not Sterling, we bring in Neni and Co. Like the drop in quality was just too much from our bench to our starting 11. It made no sense. The only place we even had depth is even the place where Arsenal fans always complete the most. That's Trossard and Martinelli. At least that's where I will even say we even had some depth. To be honest,
Yeah, that's why you guys always have depth.
that left me. We had two players who could come in and do it up there. But the right after Saka, nobody else. I mean, Waneri was trying, but come on, he's young. You can't depend on an 18 or 17-year-old at the time.
Manuel is very for me. I think he's good, sharp. He's
No,
on
he's pretty good.
his trajectory is his trajectory is he's supposed to end up like folding them, like Saka them, like supposed to be as like good as them. Kind of like,
I think.
but
I
that's the
mean,
thing. Is if he gets the minute,
I would like to say Arteta try him to play him a little bit more in the middle, but I mean, of course, Eze is probably above him the pecking order there now.
yeah,
That's
Eze is really good as well. Eze is really good.
yeah, but maybe sometimes if Rice is style can play like Eze on the left eight and play one area on the right. Maybe in games where we are not going to be like under pressure that much. But I also like to see that little boy a little bit more. The down man, maybe in easier games. I'm quite
But
excited for
yeah,
him.
yeah, guy, bro, that guy is like he's like he's flary. Like he has that Joga Bonito. He has that Brazilian gene in him, and he's English. That Max Down man, right?
Yep, he's not lacking for confidence at all. But yeah, that Arsenal Fulham game was very, very boring in a very good way, especially since those guys have been banana skins for us for a while now. Now that match where Iwobi goes, I go remember saying a senior man, Iwobi and Calvin Bassi, even what's his name again? They are basically Arsenal team B. Did you see? Did you see Calvin Bassi celebrating with Arsenal
But
fans,
yeah.
the Arsenal players after the game? Apparently, he and his family are Arsenal fans. But anyway, let's go to let's move on to these guys. Haaland. Omo, Haaland no one stop the score. Haaland has at this point this is giving Salah of last season at the rate it's going.
Please, let's not disrespect Haaland and say Salah of last season. Haaland is that nigga, has always been that nigga, I will continue to be that nigga.
I mean, last season was okay, but it wasn't at his
Last
best.
season he
But
was injured.
fair.
Like, what are we talking about?
Still played a good number of games though. Nah,
He
but this
was
season he has
injured,
started
bro.
even
Injury still affects the real rhythm now.
Yeah, but this season he's on fire. I think he's not beating his own record already. Like he's on fire. Like
Yeah,
starting started better than last season.
I think he's going to break the record. Not this season,
Eh?
but if he stays uninjured, he definitely will break it.
You mean like all time goal scorer records?
No. I mean like
First season record.
his all his games in his goals in a season record.
But yeah, at this rate is he might break it. I can't lie. 11 goals already in 8 matches, Abi. That's
Yeah.
insane. That's insane. At
Well,
this,
I mean,
but
it's really
anyway,
third time doing it, doing 10 plus goals in 8 games. Yeah, this is third time doing 10 plus goals in 8 games.
do you think City is going for the title? Do you think they're going to? Do you think they
Of
win it
course, why would
actually?
they go for the title? Who else will go for the title? Bro,
Shit.
it's because they just had a bad season last year. That's why everybody was just talking shit.
It's not just why, bro. This season too, they got spanked like 5-0 by Tottenham.
See, Tottenham always has City's medicine, good season or bad season. Even season where they win treble, Tottenham always still get their medicine. So, like, that's just what it is. Tottenham has City's medicine. Same way Brentford has Man U's medicine. No matter where we're playing, they go always do something to us. Every club get their
Okay.
own.
Do you think that because it seems they are way more reliant on Haaland?
Yes,
I feel
now
like this
because it's
situation
that
of
nigga now.
City.
Now
I feel like this situation of City is more
before it
reliance
was
on
like, oh,
Haaland.
you needed a De Bruyne, that kind of P. But now it's like, okay, ah, Haaland, take the wheel.
Don't you think that over reliance could prove to be their undoing?
Is everything a prediction. If Haaland doesn't get injured, he will always score. So really, what can you really say?
That's fair, but I think I think that over reliance is one reason why I'm not as scared of this current City as I was of previous versions.
Well, let me tell you something. The fear of Haaland is the beginning of wisdom, bro. You don't need to worry about
I
City,
mean,
worry about Haaland.
we already played them, and he was a handful. I would say that for a fact. But what do you think?
When I say don't step
Is he
out,
still here? Oh, but anyway, though, yeah, we when we played City, I couldn't, I didn't know what to make of that game, especially because of how defensive they were. But look, in some other in another way, that actually led to Haaland having one of his better games against us because of he was always ready for that counter. So we got
yeah,
to see like Haaland, Dortmund version of Haaland, like running down, like running into space. That was scary. Like, I was always worried about that. So
bro,
I
I'm
don't know. I
excited,
like
man.
it seems like in some ways City has become more adaptable
Yeah,
to game
of course.
situations.
Now, Pep, wait on
So
top. How many else Pep top last season? He said never again. Last
yeah.
season
So
was
in
like
some
a
ways,
great experience for Pep.
maybe they are more dangerous than before. So at least they're not stuck on that. They are slow tiki taka, football.
This nigga
Now
wants.
they might be able to adapt more, which could actually make them a little bit more dangerous. Contrary to my point earlier of not being scared of this version, but who knows? Let's see.
See, that's why they gave Haaland 10-year contract.
Yes, it seems like they've put all their money on Haaland,
Yeah,
carrying
bro.
them through.
That nigga is 25. See what is consistent. When you say consistent, 25 at his career and he's still having a one-to-one goal to game ratio. Ah, yeah.
He's going to break a lot of records in his career. Can't lie.
Yeah, as long as the only thing is that he's just had injury issues, but it's also because of sometimes it's also because of like how he's built too, and the amount of power he generates with being so tall.
Yeah, the injury issues, Seth, at least it don't really be long term injuries, and he usually comes back like literally kicking on from where he stopped anyway. So
Yeah, but that's the thing, because he's just in the spirit to score.
we know somebody else who might have something to say about Haaland's chances of breaking Alan Shearer's record.
Bro.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
by
Harry Kane, if
Harry
Harry Kane
Kane
comes back, he can definitely break it. I don't see why he won't break it.
do you see Harry Kane coming back to the Premier League?
Yeah, and I honestly wish he would come to like Man U, but I know he won't just because of like our new transfer policy. We're not going for strikers of that age, that kind of play. But
So you think it
that makes sense for
so
him to
you
come to
believe
Man U and break it in Man U.
You genuinely think if Harry Kane came out and was like, "Yo, Ragnick, I'm all yours," like if you actually try to get
Ragnick.
me, you
Ragnick.
take me. That's not Ragnick, sorry, Ratcliffe. I'm like Radcliffe, yo, I'm ready to join Man U. I'm all yours. You think they'll say, okay, policy is stopping us from buying you? I
I think
die.
so.
Nah, bro, come on. Bro. Let's be realistic. If Hurricane of today, not Hurricane of like, let's say, Hurricane as it is now, like, let's say, next transfer window says, guy, Man U, I want you to join the Premier League. I can't join Arsenal because of, of course,
Tottenham,
Arsenal,
of course,
Tottenham.
yeah.
Like, I would like to, and let's say a world where somehow, Amorim enters Champions League, and and he calls and is ready to join Man U. You think any nonsense police that has Cliff
Yes,
has will stop?
I think the only reason why I think bro, for real, I totally think so.
Guy, come on now. No, no, no. I don't think so. I don't think. See, guy, this is still Manchester United. You will still be down to sign the biggest star available. I feel like Loki. He's doing this now. He's taking a very realistic approach towards bringing Man U back. I
Yeah.
feel like if Man U could attract a Hurricane, hell fucking years they're going for it. I think if they could, they would. If Man U starts entering Champions League again, oh man, they go. Their whatever policy will change. If they can get Kane, they can get Mbappe. All these people, they are going to get there. It's not anything. Maybe yes, now it won't make any sense because first of all, he'd probably be coming just to retire and whatnot. He might not have the same drive as he had before. But if you guys are in Champions League, I know he wants to win Champions League. I think they'll get him. I think they would.
Yeah, fair.
But anyway,
You think they will bench, but that's we didn't have bench someone like Sesko.
what the hell is Sesko? Sesko can wait 1 or 2 more years. He's still a kid. He has time. And he's Hurricane, he can learn.
Yeah. Who
He
better
can
to
learn. But anyway, I see Hurricane going to as it is now, he's going to actually no Haaland is there. He's really honestly Man U. If Man U is
bro,
balling,
Man is a visible it makes
no, if
sense. Like
Man U is
Man U had
that's
their shit
balling.
together. Hurricane wants to
Mhm.
come back to Premier League. I don't see why not. Like I see him
No, I
leaving
don't see why not.
Bayern after this season.
Yeah, I don't see why not either. Because yeah, if he wins the whole lot with Bayern, I don't see what else he's doing there. Come on, go be a legend. Like you've won the fucking trophy that eluded you for so long. Why
Yeah.
not go to the Premier League and establish your legendary status? Like it's
Yeah,
not,
like bro, highest goal scorer in the Prem of all time.
bro. Like that's come on. You can see with that. Waiting Alan Shearer use make noise to today. Go
Of
break that
course.
record.
Alan Shearer was happy as fuck when he left to Bayern.
Hell yeah, I want to be happy. His record is still there. Kids will still remember his name. Like nobody besides that record, no one knows what how
Yeah,
many
for
children
real.
did actually knows how good he
Yeah,
was.
really. If not
Like
for that record, people
yes,
don't really talk about Shearer like that.
no one, bro. It's always Henri and the rest and whatnot. But guy, that record is like that's it. That's literally what keeps him relevant. But yeah, I think Bayern has pretty much is safe to say Bayern has won Bundesliga, even though we're still in 1 month
Bro, they
away. So
always win that shit, man. They have a league, but company is a good manager too. So
do you see that's the funny thing? See, company in Burnley, people were literally acting like he was in over his head in Burnley when he came to the Premier League with the kind of ball he was playing. But I remember saying at the time that like, bro, give this guy a team like Bayern or Barca, he might actually cook because the kind of. But then if you're a good manager and you're not willing to adapt your tactics, your philosophy to the team you have, does that actually make you a good manager? Like what does that say about you generally? Because I knew you would cook with a much better team, but the fact he wasn't willing to adapt his tactics to help Burnley be better in the Premier League, kind of like left me with some questions
me,
about
I think
him as a
short
manager.
term thinking. Some managers are long term, some managers are short term. Like if you want short term, Mourinho. If you want short term, Ancelotti. Some managers they know what will work long term. So it's like why start compromising? Those who can learn will learn their new ways. Those who cannot learn will go.
Yeah, because I sometimes all these Bielsa-esque managers like company, you could say even Amorim. To be fair, even Guardiola, even though this season. he looks like he can now adapt because he too has been guilty of that same kind of thing. But people say he has been protected by. If I'm also saying that look, in some ways he's been protected by always like coaching very very big teams who can afford to give him the tools he needs to succeed.
Of
But
course.
that's where he struggled. He's not been willing to change or adapt. And that Arsenal game, he said he was not trying to adapt to, even though he looked like he could adapt. I mean, I can never really trust what Guardiola says.
Yeah, but
But,
that's talking, man.
but he says that was not the plan, that they were not trying to play that way, but they adapted. But generally, he's not really one to change to tweak his tactics, regardless of what's going on.
But
What's
yeah, I
going
was,
on.
yeah, I was like,
Most of
well,
the tactics
someone
will
that
not suck.
almost clawed out his own head.
Yeah, he will
Like,
always play the heavy possession, keep the ball,
yeah,
passing to break you down. Yeah, like he's always going to do that, no matter what little tweaks within the system he does.
come on. Never take light from my side,
That's
though.
the kind of mind their company
Hey,
is. That's the kind of mind their company has proven to be to me. But I'm very, very happy that he's actually thriving in Bayern, and because they look so good this season. Even though they have
oh,
a much smaller squad, Bayern, even though they have a much smaller squad
yeah,
than their other competitors, they look so good. It's hard not to actually have them in as favorites for even Champions League.
yeah. I mean, definitely look good. Do you think Arsenal looks good enough for like a competition like Champions League, or you think just Prem is the focus?
I definitely think Prem should be the focus, but then again, as a big team, every single game you play should be the focus. You shouldn't really be thinking about. Yeah, I don't really buy into that. Okay, let's focus more on the Prem and not like because you look silly if you end up not winning anything. So I think just play every single game as every single the next game is always the most important game to me. Like when I play FM, that's what I've been doing, bro. Shit. I think you should just keep going. I think we can actually win the Champions League. Some might say I'm the leaders, we've not won it before, but I think we're amongst the best teams in Europe right
I mean,
now.
I want them
And
to
we
win
have
them
a
now.
squad big enough. Eh? Now one day,
I
yeah,
say
see
go, say go,
PSG. PSG don't win their own.
yeah. So,
PSG don't win their own. And
ah,
I think we have a big enough squad to win it for sure. And because you need a big squad to take you through the season. That's one thing. If if Arsenal has not learned by now, then they're not serious. But I think they've
so
learned it
what's your
within
make
how
or
they are
break
trying.
to fire Ateta?
If we fall away at the end,
Follow away like what?
I thought we were even going to say this season
like if we
itself.
fall,
Like,
if we fall
he
off, if we
doesn't
fall
win the
off
trophy this
in the
season,
Premier
sadly.
League, fall off in Champions League, and end up with nothing,
But you guys do
I
that
think he
every
might just
year.
be an unlucky person, and he should just go and cook somewhere else.
Gotta find the log somewhere.
I think because we've addressed most of the issues of the squad, so we can't really complain for a lack of depth or lack of talent anymore. I know a few
Yeah,
might say, Gyökeres was not really his signing. I feel like maybe he was pressured into signing someone like Gyökeres. But then if you let yourself be pressured enough to shift away from what you believe and you're the boss man, I can't take you
yeah,
seriously
and then
now.
he has enough rep to call the shots.
Yes. So I don't believe he was pressured. I believe he went for Gyökeres because he felt it was a good fit for the squad. And to be fair, even though he's not scoring, to an extent, I'm convinced because I see what he does. Me, I'm all for winning. I'm not really that into every
Yeah,
individual
who
GA.
doesn't fair?
His technique
To
leaves
me,
a
he's
lot
a
to be
good sport
desired.
player. As of
But
right now, that's what he is.
yes, but he does he help the team? He does. Maybe not by scoring, but that ends because we are
Yeah.
winning. If we are losing, I'll say something different. So I can't really complain. But anyway, though, do you have any hot takes? Any hot takes for the rest of the season?
I think that Amorim should not be fired. I think there'll be more stability, especially in the second half of the season. Um, I think playing one game a week would definitely be in our favor because you guys will keep playing so many games, more injuries, more games. Yeah, 1 week people will be tired, so that one game a week thing will actually help us. Um, I think City will win the league. Haaland highest goal scorer. Let me see.
Yeah, you have
I
like
think
how many hot takes?
yeah, there's a lot of hot takes.
I don't think
Yeah,
saying City win league is a hot take. If I'm being
yeah.
honest,
But I already said this. I said it last time on our podcast that I knew Man U was going to win this game. So
that's
I'm
true.
glad.
You actually called it.
Yeah, because I just felt it, bro. I felt it in my spirit we're going to win this game. Because that Sunderland game, I know people underestimate it because it was Sunderland, but I've been watching Sunderland. They actually have ballers and a ball. So, like, the fact that we could play them like that, and I felt like that masterpiece of like having Mount move back from AM to mid, I feel like that's what really unlocked the issues we've been having in our team.
Mm-hmm.
Because really, we are
Yeah,
supposed to have, yeah,
I, those, I don't know if I'll say those are okay. Those are hot takes, yeah. Except maybe you think Amorim should be kept. So wait, what your main hot take is City win the league, or
my main
Amorim
hot take
should be
is
kept? 'Cause Amorim should be,
yeah, I think we would. I think we'll do better than top eight, but top eight is a safe thing for me to say.
you think Man U make top eight?
I think conservatively, Man will make top eight. But as far as how good we'll be, I don't know. But I feel like a surprise can come out of there because we almost
Do I
have the
have any
squad
hot
for it.
take?
We don't have the squad depth, but we have almost the first 11 for something decent.
I don't know if Man U making top eight should be a hot take though. Does it qualify? I think you guys like you pointed out, one game a week is actually pretty good. Why not? So you don't believe Man U can make top four?
Top four, top four is I don't know because our midfield is still wonky. Like, and then right now our midfield is only solved by Mason Mount being healthy. That's a lot to ask for.
But one game a week should be okay for Mason Mount to get through the season.
Well, he's not. Mason Mount has not been injured due to not one game a week. Like that's the reason he's been getting injured all this time. So it's just wait and see. I mean, it's World Cup here. They usually have extra ginger to stay healthy during it.
Anyway, yeah. My own hot take is that it's really a hot take. I think Havertz will come back and have a huge impact towards the end of the season.
Okay, I think Havertz will
That's my
bench
hot take.
Jokeres when he comes back.
I don't know if you bench him, but I also believe Gyökeres. This is not a hot take, but I feel like maybe some Arsenal fans feel the same way. But I feel like Gyökeres will end up scoring way more goals eventually
Yeah, fair, but I feel
this season.
like
But I think Havertz
I feel like
will
Havertz is going to be Jokeres. That's my hot take. Since we are looking for spicy take, definitely, I feel like Havertz will bench Jokeres.
yeah, I mean that's my own biggest hot take. I think Havertz will come back and have a crucial part. He could also play well. I think he could also play while Gyökeres plays as well in some games. But of course, this is not a hot take as far as I'm concerned. I think we should be taken seriously, and I think Arsenal will have a real go at the Champions League. We might get to the finals this year. You
Okay,
guys, watch out for this space.
yeah, that's a hot.
Um, yeah, and that's not a hot take, guy. We are there. We got semi-finals last season. And of course, I believe we win the league this season, except something crazy happens, like like Man City. But I also think Liverpool will probably be back. I still don't see Liverpool finishing outside top three, regardless of how bad they are, right?
Fair.
Yeah. But that should be it, guys. Very social. I think we should start incorporating some quizzes into this thing. Opa is supposed to start something interesting going forward. I think he wants to start his ranking system, like Opa's rankings, where he will rank the best players in the world every week.
Okay. Doing updates
So watch out for that, and the rest of us will criticize his rankings.
right now.
But yeah, it was a
This
nice convo. Now
people.
your stuff has been breaking up for the past 2 minutes or 5 minutes.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi went off. They took light.
Voila. Yeah, let's do this again next time.
Safe.
I bet.
Come on.